She was found hanging from a tree in the forest.
If he had played straight with the main plot, there would be more victims by now.
That was the direct cause of death.
Weird.
The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off.
Does it count as strangulation if they're already a corpse?
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
What, do we have to do a quiz now? What was the question even?
What did you find?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it wasn't a red candy, so...
Seed in her mouth. According to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator...
We couldn't afford to illustrate anything here, even though we're just going over stuff we've already done.
And a simple screenshot would work just fine for a lot of this.
A total of 4 things.
Little slideshow.
Knee prints in the grass.
I kind of feel like...
I didn't even see what... Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like the sort of rehash section may have been added last minute.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
It's been so long, I don't remember what's going on.
That's right.
It does feel as if, like, in case you've been doing, like, side quests and stuff, let's try to kind of focus it again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what... Did we go into the hotel? Is that where we are?
I don't... It looks kind of the style of the hotel, but it doesn't seem to be a room I've seen before. Maybe the dining room if they push the tables a different place, at a different table in the dining room.
I don't know. The outside kind of looked like the town hall, but I think that's only because the town hall had that glowing circle in front of it as well, you know?
Find her next.
I suppose it could be an office in the police department, too. Would be a logical place. It's a very old typewriter. And he's typing slow.
Ah, of course.
John Becker.
The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
It was an upside-down peace sign, for Christ's sake. Let's just get through this. Jesus.
What do you think she was holding on to?
A round object.
That's right.
It's kind of
A round
vague.
object. The marks on
Yeah.
her hand suggest a peace mark. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back.
I don't think that photo is clear enough to definitively say that was a tattoo.
But we
Could have been drawn on.
know for sure.
Well, maybe it was just poorly rendered.
In-game, it has a higher resolution.
Worthy of special attention.
Right.
Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister.
Wow, how long is this gonna go on?
The owner of the diner.
The
Seems to be hiding something.
profiling sections always have 3 parts. I
There's
was
Diane,
expecting 3
the
parts.
owner of the art gallery.
I think we've
Southtown.
already done that.
Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry.
I think it's also giving hints as where to go next for people that are...
Well, we just have to
At
go
sea.
one by one.
Alright, fair enough. It just feels like it's going on forever here.
It was
One
his
of the
bedroom?
biggest rewards here is
I
the
was
fantastic
thinking.
food. Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized.
What?
It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during investigations.
Not really.
Oh, and on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything. But it did make me feel strange. Nostalgic and sad almost.
It was a picture of
looking
the
at those-
70s.
Like looking at those naked backs of the women I killed. I mean,
I think this case may take a while.
If you know what I mean. Look at all the booze in his hotel room. Those are big
it may take a
bottles.
while. It's already like day 75.
You'll eat right now, young lady.
If I have to force it down your throat.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Eat your lunch, then take a nap.
This piece of music sounds like it's going to turn into superheroes from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
There's no need to rush things. You must live your life at the pace that is right for you.
And hope you don't die young.
Like right now. That was my strangulation sound.
Apparently.
I muttered.
Now let's hear a. Oh God, I'm blanking on the word. Let's hear an asphyxiation sound effect. All right, better. Oh hey, look, it's Willie.
Yay, Willie!
Got some heel action going on here.
A little Audrey moment.
Is this Carol? Carol seems to be the only woman who's like, I'm a woman. This thing so far. No, I shouldn't have ate all of Tabitha in one go.
Good job remembering Tabitha's name.
How could I forget Tabitha?
Right.
That was a... I don't even remember us starting a thing, but okay.
That was I think as far as the actual plot elements, this was a very short chapter. He didn't earn a lot.
They all seem like very short chapters.
If you remove the dicking around, yeah, they're not very long.
You have received a game save notice.
Episode 1 cleared. That was all episode 1?
Holy
Everything
shit.
up to now? Well, I guess we're at the midpoint, roughly, of the total.
Chapter 2.
Thirsty?
Have some
All
whiskey.
we have is lemon Gatorade.
Yes, it's totally lemon Gatorade.
Take milk with your coffee?
Oh, I don't have coffee. Dang it.
with milk. That's all.
Do you not have your coffee?
I finished the coffee I brought because we had only half a cup left in the pot. If I were smart, I would have started a new pot.
Indeed.
I have an espresso maker. I could have made espresso for this project.
For the express purpose of
My
this project.
name
Yep.
is Becky.
Sometimes my arm's been back some.
My name is Becky.
She's full of secrets.
My name
I don't remember that being the music in the Red Room.
Becky.
No, it's just when you repeat something twice, it's either a blues song or a techno song.
You must do what you must do. Take
Teleological
a sip
sentences are teleological.
and go.
Is that the word you mean?
I think so.
Tautological, I think.
Oh,
might be what you're going
yeah.
for?
Teleological is a little too eschatological.
I didn't think you were going for branches of philosophy. I mean, I'm sure you could. I have every faith.
Yeah, well.
My college philosophy courses are a bit in the past. It's probably even evolved by now, and that's philosophy. It does not evolve quickly.
I would have known what I meant, since I'm probably the only person watching these damn things.
No, I watch them.
It's funny watching through the old stuff, like even I was watching through Heart of China the other day, and when things pop up, things occur in my head, and then I say them on the screen, and I always laugh because I'm like, my brain just operates exactly the same. So.
Teleology is the philosophical attempt to describe things in terms of their apparent purpose, directive principle, or goal.
That's me when it happens.
Which I would have called utilitarianism, but okay. I'm okay with that.
Wait, okay, so he saw himself as a child, and then we get a loading screen?
I always do that. Flashbacks to childhood, like the little spinny rainbow. There's more buffering than loading. His blanket is not quite properly animated, and it always bugs me.
Everything in this game is not quite properly
This
animated.
case looks like it's directly
Also, he
related to
sleeps
us.
in his pants and shoes.
know
You could
how.
hear them on the floor when he got up.
But I do know I need some coffee.
I agree. You're very thin cigarettes, too. I don't
George
know
said he'd have
if
someone
that
pick
means
us up in
anything.
the parking lot. Let's get some breakfast with Polly first.
Breakfast with Polly? Is that what you kids are calling it these days?
Got a little breakfast with Polly, if you know what I mean.
I wonder what Songkran means.
So, what?
The name of the suit, Songkran, Songkran.
Oh. I never even caught that. Wonder if it's... No, the game seems to be in English, though. Like, just the screens or whatever. And... Whoa.
It might be Hawaiian.
I'm gonna dog on my ass.
Oh, it's a place name. Let's see.
No, I was just passing
It's
by.
a Thailand.
I didn't think anybody else was here other than Polly. The
It's
door
it's a-
opening like that it surprised me, that's all.
It's Thailand New Year's Eve. Is Songkran.
Okay.
This is-
Sapling salesman. Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah.
I'm
This is not a business model that I think is
Nice to meet you. I travel a whole
I
lot.
don't think
Sustainable?
Selling
Yes,
tree
that's the word.
saplings. Just the usual salesman doing the usual road trip.
I've read the
Sometimes
jokes. I know
feel,
what you're talking
don't know,
about.
Like a jolly old bumblebee spreading pollen.
You can't fly either.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I get it. You're the special agent Scarface that everyone's yakking about. Nice to meet you, Francis.
You know, I wasn't self-conscious about my scar
To
before.
that name.
Since coming to town, people are like, nobody here ever scars.
You got it.
That must
Yeah.
be one of the properties of the red seed drug.
Is this your first visit here, then?
No, sir. Actually, I've been coming here once or twice a year for a while now.
He's
I don't get much
almost
business.
John Goodman from
It
Barton
sure does
Fink.
make a fine vacation.
Yes.
I mean, it's a gorgeous
His
hotel.
teeth look like he's wearing those like invisible
So
braces.
relaxing in these parts too.
Like all
Yeah, I
the
can see that.
all the edges are rounded off.
So relaxed here.
It's like almost everyone has weird teeth, but they're weird in different ways.
Say hi to Willie. Oh, don't worry, he's a good boy. Do you like dogs?
Hey, Willie. How are you doing?
He's staring at the wallpaper,
He's pretty
buddy.
smart too. Oops, before I forget, let me give you this. It's just a sample of what I sell.
A red tree.
Thank you. How kind of you.
What color seeds
Let
do
me
you
ask
think
you
grows
about
that
your
tree?
seed, Forrest.
So,
Run,
what brings
Forrest.
the old FBI out here? Sounds like more than just a vacation.
A murder, actually.
I'm sorry,
The
but my
perpetrator's
grandfather
still out
always told me if I
Try to stay
came in
indoors
touch
at
with the
night
Kaiser
during
to
the
murder him.
We want to prevent it from happening again, okay?
Oh, it's a darn shame. Places
Of course, in
like this
Thailand,
used
giving
to be
someone a
the
sapling
safest in
means you're now
America.
engaged.
Could I ask you something? Do you know a lot about
Maybe that's why he's wearing the suit.
Seeds?
Yeah.
Gardening, huh? You don't look like a green thumb, but let me tell you though, I'm pretty much the only one who can make those saplings sprout. There's a trick to it that
It's
can't
jizz.
really be passed on, you know? It's like, the secret of making
You gotta
a
be
good
kneeling
smoked
while you do it.
ham,
Yes.
something like that. But you know,
say
once they
the old
sprout,
pressed
you
ham?
don't need
What?
to do much. You can leave it be, and why, it'll turn into a big tree no matter what happens. Kind of like those
don't
stocks
think I'd want
that
that.
politicians buy that just keep growing and growing. Well, you just wait and see.
that
This
what
town
they
is
do?
gonna love
I
it.
don't think that's true.
Right.
I've
We
seen
were just
evidence
about
of
to go take a
politicians
morning
losing lots of
stroll,
money
so
in that sort
I'll
of
get
thing.
going. Good luck now with that case.
Thanks.
He's got the face on his butt. How cute.
Do you remember what the coffee said? Forrest Kaysen. F.K. This show has just begun.
Wasn't there more to the coffee than just FK?
Yeah, but the first one was clear as day. FK and the coffee, which is pretty meaningless. And it possibly still meaningless because Forrest really looks like a red herring.
Yeah. Or a red sapling.
Or a red sapling.
Oh, hi.
I wonder if there's a name for a double red herring. Or something appears and then it's made to look like it was a red herring all along and then like, nope, it wasn't.
The answer? I think that's the word you're looking for.
Maybe. I'm sure TV Tropes has a page for it.
Yeah. I mean, that's of course, that's one of the most brilliant things on Twin Peaks, right? It's like one of the mysteries is who killed Jacques, and then they answer that immediately with showing that it's Leland, and so it's like, well, if Leland killed Jacques, then he can't be the killer.
Right.
What's wrong, Polly? You look a little tired.
I'm fine.
That's called old.
Well, it's just that I was cleaning up my room, and so many memories came flooding back to me.
That I had an aneurysm.
Oh, dear, Mr. Morgan, that's not the kind of question you should ask a lady.
The beauty. Anyway, I've got these boxes all out of order in my room now, and
Polly has lost a precious piece of memorabilia.
I kind of like. I do like the ongoing joke that, like, no matter what he says, she thinks it's something dirty. It's not just that she mishears, it's that she mishears that he's coming on to her.
Yes, that's cute. But she's still pretty game. I mean, she denies him and kind of shoos him away, but she doesn't get angry or anything.
Right.
This breaks my realism. The carpet in this hotel isn't garish enough.
Well, again, it's probably just a rendering matter. Is that a card up there? Is that what that
It
is?
sure is.
Alright. We are after a fucking card. That's how we operate.
I think there are 100 of them.
Oh my god.
That card didn't exist until
Yeah,
Kaysen.
makes sense.
Kaysen seed.
Yay, 20 bucks.
Ooh,
Oh,
90.
90 bucks, damn.
That one was maybe a little more out of the way. It's worth more? I'm sure random. If not random, then arbitrary.
It seems, and maybe I'm crazy, but it seems as if with the days passing, or maybe it's more plot progressing than days passing, that the amounts get higher.
Yeah, the enemies get a little harder as you go too, so it's probably a general inflation happening.
It's like, it's like an RPG. It's kind of like doing the plot as our grinding, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if he doesn't do any side quests, the combat gets really hard, because a lot of the side quests give improved weaponry.
Makes sense. That's an interesting picture that we got to see for half a second.
Look, a working mirror.
Yeah. Picture of a beautiful lady.
That's...
Not sure what that is.
This
You
town
say so.
could use a camera repairman.
Polly's daughter, perhaps?
It's like Silent Hill
Maybe a
needs a locksmith.
Might be worth asking her.
Well, I'm assuming it's her. She was saying she was looking through old pictures, right?
Yeah, that's fairly obvious, but York is not actually very smart at figuring things out.
True enough. I guess that's why he has us, right?
Yep. Running through long corridors, back and forth.
It's like watching Doctor Who.
It's called padding.
If only York would spout some pithy, ephemeral line every now and then, it would be exactly like watching Doctor Who. And we're the companion.
Uh-oh. Now she's got... Oh, she's there.
Yeah, no,
I say,
she's
what a
just...
pain in the butt. She wanders off while he goes and gets her quest. Here, have this milk barn card.
Polly, about this picture.
Oh, that's me when I was young.
Well, that's that.
The end.
What about it, Mr. Morgan?
Oh, nothing. Forget it.
Oh, it brings back memories. There was a Miss Greenvale
Forget it.
contest in town.
Not interested,
and I
Polly.
was so young and daring. I entered the contest, you see.
Why won't you shut up?
It's embarrassing just thinking about it now.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You look beautiful in this picture.
Supposed to now.
Yes. And the food was just wonderfully delicious.
So, Polly,
Is there a buffet
where's
with a
the
beauty
trophy?
queen contest?
I guess so.
Oh, Mr. Morgan, I never said that I became Miss Greenvale. There were no trophies for second place.
You mean this pretty girl in this picture was second place? So who won first place?
Are you serious, Mr. Morgan? It couldn't be more obvious. It was Sigourney.
Sigourney? The lady with the pot?
Now, she was beautiful. All the men in town were crazy about her. Well, of course, aside from my husband, that is.
You keep telling yourself that.
Oh, you should quit smoking, Mr. Morgan.
That's right, Polly.
Well, thanks for bringing back such a wonderful memory. I can't
Here.
give you this picture, but
Have a card
please
with a picture
take
of my
this
cooter in it.
instead.
See?
Okay.
Now, that's one story I won't be forgetting for a while.
It's not really a very interesting story.
Yeah, not really.
I entered a
Also-
contest and was second. Woo. Second place in a
Also-
beauty contest gives you like $20 in Monopoly, right? 50?
I don't know.
10?
Also, that was like weirdly audio mixed with his smoking sounds being louder than her talking.
Yeah. It's like somehow her voice is given lowest priority whenever she speaks.
Patriarchy, man.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Sperm
Good
mom.
morning, Agent Morgan. Did you sleep well?
Morning, George. Dreamland was quite nice.
You do look well rested. Oh, I was up practically all night doing paperwork. Thomas helped me out, so I was able to go home and get some sleep, but not enough.
Diane got back into town late last night. We should give her a visit.
Stop touching your hat.
Which means going to the art gallery, correct?
She lives and works in the office there, so it's the
I
only place to
swear
find
we've
her.
seen her
The
before.
gallery is
though.
open from 10 to 1700.
Well, yes.
Time for some art appreciation.
Don't smile. Look, he's actually lit from the inside.
Amazing, Zach.
That is, that's not right.
First, do you think Thomas could cook us up some
The
souls?
gallery is called Muses Gallery. The Muses were the 9 daughters of the goddess of memory in Greek mythology.
Why do we need this lesson?
It's just like Diane to name it that way.
Is she that intelligent a woman?
Well, she's named
maybe.
Diane.
You'll see for yourself soon enough.
Did you see how Emily reacted, Zach? I sense that this Diane is not popular among other women. I can't wait to meet her.
You
The
did.
gallery is on the north side of town.
I was gonna say,
Take
I
the road
really
along the
thought
lake and go north.
we'd already met her. I don't remember her, but I thought we had met her.